Andy Collins. BBC Three Counties Radio.
Time now for our top story in this hour. What now for the future of the Mall shopping centre in Luton? It opened as the Arndale Centre in 1972 and was later renamed. But now it's been sold to Frasers Group for £58 million. The company is owned by the sports director boss Mike Ashley and says it has confidence in the future of the UK High Street. Now, what do the people in Luton think about all of this? Well, our reporter, the legend that is Justin Dealey, has been out and about to find out.
What do you think Mike Ashley and his team could do to improve the shopping centre in Luton?
An introduction of more men's fashion shops and places to sit and eat.
Two quick things there. Now, the last time I was here, a lot of people spoke to me about their safety fears here. Do you feel safe here? What have you seen here?
Well, I sat there at muffin break, just sitting there, just whiling the time away. And he come up this way, doing a wheelie right up amongst the packed shopping centre.
Somebody's come through this shopping centre on a bike doing a wheelie?
Yeah.
Through crowds of people?
Yeah.
And was there any attempts made to stop him?
No, there was no, obviously he didn't see no policemen in here, and I never saw no security men or women. And I spoke to a security bloke once. They said, we've been advised we get attitude youths, and I could understand his point, not to approach them, even if they are causing trouble, and ask them to leave because we're in fear that they may pull a knife out.
So Mike Ashley's company has bought this shopping centre for £58 million. You've heard about that over the weekend. What would you do to improve things here?
Put some decent shops in it. Clothes shops. Just any sort of decent shops, to be truthful, because we never come to Luton to shop. I work in Luton, but we go to Milton Keynes, Bedford.
So what sort of shops will get you here spending more money in Luton?
My favourite shop, which we have to go all over the place for, is Home Bargains, because you never know what you're going to find in there. Just shops where you can have a wander around. There's just nothing here. They're all cheap, trashy. I heard rumours that New Look was closing. There just isn't anything really.
Less trashy shops, better ones, that will get you here spending more cash in Luton.
Definitely.
More shops with brands.
So if the big brands like Zara, for argument's sake, if that was here, you would spend more money, you would shop more in Luton.
I tell you. We haven't got, enough clothing shops. It's just, few. And especially when it comes to men's clothing, there's none. I think it's just two, which is not enough.
Is that why the men don't have enough swag in Luton? Is that why?
It could be. There's just, I think, two men's shops over here, which is not enough at all.
Okay, final question for you. Last time we were here, a lot of people said to me what would improve things for them is the aspect of feeling safer. Because some people I spoke to didn't feel safe when they came around the shopping centre or in the shopping centre. You yourself, do you feel safe when you're here?
Very safe.
Sam Chambers is a senior business reporter for the Sunday Times.
Shopping centres, the value of them has been falling really sharply now for about 5 or 6 years. So your centre like the Mall in Luton would once have been worth hundreds of millions of pounds, but not so much any day. And that's mainly because the rents that the owners are able to get out of the retailers that occupy the centre have fallen dramatically, with the rise of online shopping and the other struggles of the retail sector. Frasers Group, which is, effectively Sports Direct and what it's known as now, they do trade in real estate, and they are traders, they are bargain hunters, but they haven't owned a major UK shopping centre before. So it's slightly new territory for them. I think what we can safely assume is they will use the asset to introduce some of the stores that the group operates. They're expanding chains like Sports Direct, obviously, with these sort of new elevated stores that have been spruced up, as well as the Flannels department store, which is more towards the sort of luxury end of the market, and Frasers, which is their sort of reimagination of the House of Fraser business they bought a few years ago. So it seems a safe bet that some of those will be opening in Luton.
Well, listening to all of that is Andy Kin from Save Our Town in Luton. And he's on the line now. Good morning to you, Andy.
Morning. How are you?
I'm fine and dandy, pal. What do you make of all this then?
Well, difficult to know what to make of it, to be honest. First of all, good riddance to Capital and Regional, the people that spent a lot of money and a lot of time trying to block the Power Court Stadium project, as some will remember anyway. Difficult to know. I mean, I guess it's potentially a major moment in the town, or nothing really changes. There's an awful 58 million seems a snip.
Do you know, that's the thing, Andy, and do you know what? I don't think you're alone, because when this news broke, we were talking about it, as you do, and everybody said the same thing. £58 million, bonkers as it sounds, is really cheap for that, isn't it?
Was it nearly 1 million square feet or something? It seems to me that if you take a step back and look at what the council are trying to do, which is to back on top of the Power Court programme, they're trying to regenerate the town centre with various projects. We spoke about the stage a few weeks ago. Seems to me that the opportunity might be to sell off part of the asset, maybe the Church Street end of the project. There's more and more houses going up in the towns. They're trying to repopulate town centres. They need to do something at the night-time economy. And the Arndale, for years, has split the town centre in half, which has been a nightmare and caused lots of problems with social problems in the town centre and so on. So, it could be a fairly substantial change if they decide to sell some of it off and knock it down or repurpose it.
Yeah, that's a great shout. So it's almost lessen the size of the shops and put some houses in there and maybe not make it as big as it is.
Yeah, it's all supposition. I mean, I've no idea, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
When they talk about elevating the scheme, Andy, what does that mean? Does that mean going up market in the shops or multi-level shops? I've no idea.
Yeah, well, I mean, and what type of shops do you get there? And what do you make of we were hearing it in Justin's report there, people want to feel safe when they go to the mall shopping centre. And is that a big issue?
Yeah, it's not. I mean, not so much inside the mall. I mean, there are issues there, but the issues are mainly on the sort of George Street side, where particularly at night. And that's another thing this regeneration is supposed to do, is to re-establish a nighttime economy in Luton. So, to put entertainment in there. But it's been tried elsewhere, and I don't think it's been very successful in some respects. So, but there is an issue with safety at night around the Arndale Centre. So, if they do knock part of it down, do open the town centre up again or whatever, then more people, less problem.
The statement from Fraser Group appears very positive, and it says it will ensure the mall remains a key retail location, delivering a prime consumer-centric shopping destination for the local community in Luton. And like you, Andy, we've all been going, well, what does that mean?
Yeah, exactly right, yeah. As long as he keeps my cash and kicks his hands off the football club, I should be very happy. By the way, are you looking forward to 1st of April, Andy?
Absolutely, guaranteed 3 points. We need them. Now, going back to the mall, Andy. Going back to the mall, right? So before I let you go, you're in that board meeting. You're allowed one request, one question you can throw at the board. You say, look, you've got to do this. What would it be?
Good question. I would say open the middle part of the mall up. Get rid of the block between one side of the town and the other. Create some sort of throughway, and also put something in there other than shops.
Make it a place, make it a destination place. I think as well, I think that if they want to get a really quick, real quick hit and get everybody on side, scrap the name of the mall, call it the Arndale. We've all been calling it the Arndale since 1970. It always will be the Arndale. Whatever you call it, it will always be the Arndale. Just admit defeat on that one. Raise the flag. Call it Arndale. And I think you'll get people on side for it, because, like you said, if they open up that up, so you can go from one side of town to the other. What a place to go and visit.
Well, yeah, and what do you want to put the flamingos back in the middle as well?
Oh, well, I'm not too fussed about that, but maybe we could put a Watford shop in there. That'd bring them in. Anyway, Andy, pleasure as always to talk to you, my friends. Speak to you soon.
All the best.
Cheers, pal. Thank you. Andy Kin there from Save Our Town in Luton. Of course, we're going to keep our eyes on this story, and any news of what those development plans are going to be and what they're going to do with the mall, we will let you know.